So along the way in our math careers, we have solved systems of equations. And in the systems of equations that we have solved, we've had two lines, and our solution is where those two lines intersect. Now we're going to extend that to quadratics and quadratic systems. So our first example here, we're going to solve by graphing. And we want to find the solution to the system of equations. Y equals x squared plus 6x plus 9, and y equals x plus 3. And as you can see here, one of them is the parabola because we have the x squared. I have a parabola and a line. My solution is still going to be where those two equations, where those two graphs intersect. So the one way I can find this is by graphing. And right over here, we know how to graph y equals x squared plus 6x plus 9. A little bit of review here. This parabola is in standard form. And if you remember, we get the x coordinate of the vertex by taking negative b over 2a, which in this case b is 6. And a is 1. So negative 6 over 2 is negative 3. Negative 3 is the x coordinate of my vertex. We take that x value, plug it back into our equation, and that'll give us what the vertex is of this parabola. Negative 3 squared plus 6 times negative 3 plus 9. Negative 3 squared is 9 minus 18 plus 9, and this ends up being 0. So the vertex for this parabola is negative 3, 0. All right, so let's go to some graph paper here. And let's graph what this looks like. We said our vertex was at negative 3, 0. Now to get some other points on our parabola, we take some other x values that are near and plug them into our equation. So negative 2 would be a good x value to plug in, negative 1. So negative 2 squared plus 6 times negative 2 plus 9. And you can do this all on your calculator too. Negative 2 squared is 4 minus 12 plus 9. This ends up being 1. So on our graph again, negative 2, 1 is on our parabola. And keep in mind that parabolas are symmetric, so this point is the same on the other side of my axis of symmetry. And then again, we also said negative 1 would be a good x value to plug in. Negative 1 squared plus 6 times negative 1 plus 9. So that's positive 1 minus 6 plus 9. Negative 5 plus 9 is 4. So negative 1, 4. Also on our parabola. Same on the other side of our axis of symmetry. And arrows on both ends. Okay, so we graphed y equals x squared plus 6x plus 9. We also need to graph our second function here, y equals x plus 3. And this is linear, so hopefully this is pretty easy to graph. Our y-intercept is 3, and slope is 1. So we start off with our y-intercept, and our slope is, again, 1, up 1 over 1. Follow the other direction. And look, we have two solutions here because there are 2 points. Where my parabola and my linear function cross. So those 2 points are my solutions. at negative 2, 1 and negative 3, 0.